What's up guys, Sam here. Welcome back to another video, the next one in the series of me building my new workshop, a 20 by 32 dedicated business space. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different from everyone you've seen up to this point. Today, this guy is not going to do any work. He's hired other people to do the work for him. That's right, this guy is taking the easy way out. I think it's very important to know our own personal limitations. Everything up until this point I've done myself. Grading, foundation, floor framing, building the floor, framing the walls, putting on the sheathing, OSB siding, and even doing all of the roof framing. All of that stuff I knew I could do no problem. When it came time to do the roof sheathing, I already bought it, and I was always thinking, okay, maybe this will be the time. Maybe this will be the one. But after doing my current workshop, which was a couple of years back now at this point, but after doing that project and seeing how it turned out, and then having this new workshop project, which is a lot more complicated, and I really wanted it to look good, I decided, you know what, just get a quote. See how much it would be for a local roof crew to do that part for you. How much is it going to be? If it's outrageous, then yeah, there's your sign. Do it yourself. If it's affordable, then there's your sign. Don't do it yourself. I'm happy to say that it was very affordable. The entire quote job for this entire roof to sheath it out was right at $430. But even cooler, and probably not in this video, or maybe, I don't know, is the fact that they are also going to be installing the metal roof for me for a grand total of $800 for labor. That to me is a heck of a deal. Paying a crew $800 to do the work themselves, to have it done professionally, to make it look great and correct, and this guy not have to risk getting up on a roof, slipping and falling. Yeah, I definitely paid it. Since I hired a crew to do this job, I don't have any footage of them installing it. So I will have to be a little bit of a letdown on how to install stuff and kind of that process. Basically, they put the panels up there. It is 7/16 inch OSB. They nailed it to the roof trusses, staggered their joints overlay. When it was done, then they taped it, and that was it. Even though I did not do the labor myself, I do want to take a second and talk to you guys, do a little show and tell about the OSB that I purchased, what I picked, and what kind of system it is, because I thought it was pretty cool. So for my roof sheathing, I purchased 7/16 inch thick OSB, very standard in construction. However, on this other side, you see something that is not necessarily as standard, and probably very uncommon in DIY projects. This is the top. This is the OSB, but it is also the underlayment. It is an all-in-one product. This is Georgia Pacific ForceField OSB roof sheathing that is designed to be attached down to your roof, and once you've done that, there's a special tape that you put on all over your seams and seals it up perfectly tight. It is an all-in-one solution. There is no deck it out with OSB, then go back with underlayment, staple it down, nail it down. It is an all-in-one thing and makes installation super quick. Here's a look at the ForceField tape. It is extremely sticky and very stretchy. So, very good stuff, which is awesome. It's what you would want, because right now it's the only thing protecting my roof from the elements. This is the tape you use. You buy it. It's pretty much right beside the OSB in the store, and it is a very easy system. I mean, I didn't do this job myself, but watching it done, they had no problems with how to install it, and actually the crew said that they were very happy when they saw this is what they had to install today, because it made their job so much faster. They actually got this entire job done in 2 hours, a crew of 4 guys. Alright, so let's talk about cost. Obviously something like this would be more expensive than just plain OSB, right? Not necessarily. not as of the time that I purchased it for my workshop build. As of right now, this stuff is selling for $19.40 a sheet, and plain OSB is selling for $20.48 a sheet. Now given, the tape is not cheap. You have to use the tape with this ForceField product. The other stuff though, you have to buy your underlayment. So I really think in the end, I didn't spend any more money than I would have if I went with a traditional OSB and then your underlayment you roll out. So I really think I came out ahead in this. I feel like this is a superior product to the more traditional method. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. I definitely see this kind of stuff used in large home build situations. I see contractors using this stuff, and I've seen it in other videos of more high-end scale builders. So in my mind, this is a better product because it's what they're using, and I can get it at the same price from my shop. Yeah, win-win. All right, that's enough yakety yak. Let's do a run and gun, go in this building, and see what it looks like inside. Well, first things first, there is an echo. It is a little bit darker, but it looks awesome. So looking at things in here, it looks really good. You're able to see the joints between the panels, which is by design. You have the metal little H clips that space the OSB panels apart from each other as designed. And then you can see the little yellow lights. It looks like a yellow light. That is the light coming through the tape and into the building. Very, very nice. As I also look at the overall job, the quality of the work, I'm looking for nails that have been missed on the trusses, anything kind of blown out, any kind of really big gaps. And honestly, I see none of that. I can honestly say that probably would not have been the case if this guy installed that roof. So that is yet again another reason to know your own limitations, know when it is time to learn a new skill and when it's time to pay for that skill, and I'm glad that I paid. All in all, this job took right at 28 sheets to cover and to deck out, which is great because I bought exactly 28 sheets. I'm glad the guys didn't have any miscuts. I guess I did not account for any kind of waste on that one. So yet again, a good reason that I hired professionals. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. It looks great. So it makes the space very, very close to being weather tight. Obviously I have my windows and doors that I had not installed yet, but now I can. And then I have my gable ends, very visible down there, that I need to install my house wrap and my siding on. At that point, the workshop is weathered in, and that is a huge milestone. The same crew is going to come back and install my metal roofing. It's going to be a kind of a charcoal gray metal roof. It'll look just like my current workshop and our carport and our home. So same kind of design there. It is on order. I want to say it's going to be 2, maybe 3 days for that to come in, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. This underlayment that is on this roof is designed to be exposed to the elements for a good amount of time before you run into any kind of weathering or erosion issues, so I'm not concerned about that at all. Right now though, it means that I can honestly take some steps towards finishing out the interior space, and that is what I'm really, really excited about. Items such as electrical work and insulation, yippee skippy on insulation, but that stuff, along with the doors and windows, can now take place, and that feels good. Well guys, I know it was probably a little bit of a disappointment that this wasn't a let's see Sam scuttle around on the trusses and install some OSB, but hopefully you still got some stuff out of this video. You got to see the finished results, a little bit of yakety yak and how I explained on what I chose, how they kind of installed it, and you got to see the finished product. This is an amazing milestone. Like I've probably said a lot, I'm really excited for this one. If you guys got any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Remember, if you've just plopped and dropped on this one video, there is a link to a playlist down below as well that will take you from the literal groundbreaking and grading the land all the way to this point and then into the future when this space becomes a dedicated business building for my laser engraving and woodworking business. So if you want to check it out, definitely stick around, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, take care, and I'll see you guys next time in the workshop. My boys have been in here playing. Can you tell? Okay, I've been here playing too. We like to play kickball in here. pretty cool.